Hoody doody 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 day. That's it, you have a wee chappy. Yeah, you didn't have that on the wee, that's just, wasn't it? Marking. Just in case we get lost, isn't it, sunshine? Eh? Yeah, so I've got a few more things to do today. Some relating to this present situation, other things to do with getting prepared for my friend to come down tomorrow. Yeah, so the weather's going to improve, and I think we'll be getting, well, I mean, it's forecast that we're going to have quite bright skies by about 4 o'clock this afternoon. And it's going to be good enough for me to walk Huey up the hill, isn't it? It's going to be warm enough to walk up the hill, yeah. Well, not warm enough. It's going to be good enough to run up the hill, and it's going to be a temperature which we can, or you can, cope with. Well done, lad. You're quite good at pissing, aren't you? Pissing against things. And what's your skill set, actually? Ni hao. Ni hao, chef. Well, I did have a couple of those wings this morning, and I'll have a couple more when I get back. And it's all good down here. You know, I still find it quite freakishly irresponsible that the man that threatened me with a machete is still walking about free. I know this because he was trolling Shaz Trussell last night. Yeah, so this is now 96 hours since informing the police that they've done absolutely sod all about it. Although, you know, the same incompetent, wanky, shitty, bastard police force would actually bring me in for an interview, yeah, about calling Ashley 2 sore arseholes. Well, sorry, 2 short planks. Going around victimising people, you prick, and then you think you're going to go and fucking make a complaint about the police, another complaint about the police. Do you know what? I hope they fucking turn up at my door. I hope they turn up at my door today. Yeah? Because I am going to have a field day in that interview. I'm going to have a fucking field day. Yeah? Because in between my answers, I'm going to be calling the officers cunts, and it's going to be on tape. And I'm going to be going, you're a cunt, and you're a cunt, and you're a cunt, and you're a cunt, and I'll be listening to the question, you're a cunt. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be on interview, I won't be threatening them, I'll just be calling them cunts. Right there in their face on video. My respect for them is 0. 0.00000.0. But we're here to protect life and property, they say. Oh, you can't be going saying things like that. Oh, God. Yeah, but them flashing around machetes like they're... and threats to kill. 10-year sentence, that. What have they done? Fuck all. Yes, if they do turn up at my door, wanting to, or if I get a phone call wanting to interview me, I'm gonna turn up. Oh, actually, I might not. I said, no, you're gonna have to fucking arrest me. Because if they arrest me and they haven't arrested them, there's another complaint, innit? Dozy, docile, stupid, bastard police. Like I said, when you speak to a police inspector and realise he's got the sense of a fucking slug, I mean, if that inspector was a slug, he'd probably get into some salted water for a bath, like, you know? But I am having a day off tomorrow. I might be just sort of like talking about nothing, you know. I'll be doing a bit of recording in the garden and things like that. You know, recording some of the times I'm going to spend with my mate, and Hachiko, sit, bum down, good boy. Come on, sit down. Sit down. There's a good lad. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come. You know, and now this is what I mean, these complainants that have been making the complaints about these very same people and got nowhere in 3 years because they're summarily ignored. And even blamed. I mean, that police inspector, oh, stay off the internet then. That's alright, mate. Did that for 3 days. Look what happened. I got threatened with a machete. And you expect me not to go online and take a look at what threats are coming from what direction? I mean, for God's sakes, man. Not okay, we'll deal with these trolls that are harassing you. We're the ones that are meant to stay silent and let them carry on. So, oh, that's so fluffy. I get all sorts of comments as I'm walking along with him. Oh, he's cute. Oh, he's fluffy. Oh, look at him, he's fluffy. No, not this way. So, oh, right, yeah. So I'm actually going to phone up 101 this afternoon asking what the fucking hell do they think they're playing at? Like I said, outside this door, you know, if I'm addressed by a policeman, I'm going to have to sort of address him with some sort of, I don't know, feigned respect. Inside that house though, and in that interview room, I'm just gonna cunts. backward, evil, paedophile and child abusing enablers. That's what they are. That's what the police service are. It's obvious. They've done nothing about this for 3 years. They're protecting child abusers. And I can't cut it any other way than that. They're all child abusers. And I can't post it on right now. Yeah, but there was a live last night where there was a load of comments being made on Loopy's live, apparently, when I was going live. And you had Chez, yeah, stating that nonce apologists exposed took on Chloe Chambers as a 15-year-old decoy. Therefore, nonce apologists exposed, the entire team actually employed a kid. They rectified it once they realised she was a kid. They've allowed child groomers to groom a child. And if it's there in the screenshots, it's there in the screenshots. Whoever wants those screenshots, if you'd want to put them on my wall, if you possibly could, then please do. I can't post at the moment. And that Ashley was sniffing around her. When you marry that up, when you marry up the McDonald's story, that story, the way he behaves on the internet, the former employee of Cloud 66, not Babe Station, mind, Cloud 66. But they're there. A few have read them. Many haven't. But if anybody would like to volunteer, if I could forward you this message with all these screenshots so you can take a read. Yeah. And if you want to download and copy them and post them on my wall, then by all means, yes, because I mean, there we go, right, there's one team, right, that have allowed a 15-year-old child to decoy. Therefore, exposing, yeah, apparently their parents, right, doctored so she could do it, but when they found out, they kicked her out. So they've allowed a minor to talk to child sexual groomers. They didn't do no checks, no nothing. And then people say, oh, they're all doing a good job. Fucking hell. This place needs regulation, it needs regulation bloody quick. This can't be policed by us anymore, it can't be policed by anybody. Can't even be policed by the friggin' police. You know, we need a system where we can be licensed to go out and do it. Providing you haven't got a fraud conviction, a burglary conviction, an assault conviction, you're fine. Drugs conviction's fine, you know what I mean? Dependent on the scale. If it's just possession, fair enough. If it's selling, depends what you're selling really, innit? Anybody for £250,000 worth of heroin? But then according to Jimmy Savile, smuggling isn't as bad as dealing. I mean, the logic of that, absolutely, and she said that. Jimmy Savile said that. So, £250,000 of heroin. How many people do you reckon that's going to kill? Personally, I think we ought to adopt Holland's perspective and Portugal's perspective, which is basically getting shooting galleries for addicts to take it off the street. I reckon by regulating marijuana would do the Treasury no end of good. There's been loads of reports from states in the United States which have gone from being in a lot of debt into a lot of profit just by legalising marijuana and that being able to get sold in the shops. Yeah? Where regulation's involved. And that donut turns around and says smuggling isn't as bad as dealing. That was that Anna Aganitha or something, some Greek woman. A member of this community, somebody that Jimmy Savile went on holiday with. And we are talking about the same person who somebody else, not me, claims that she's been selling valleys to. There's snippets where I'm not going to go into that too much because it's brilliant. So here we are. We got a so-called paedophile hunter who reckons smuggling heroin isn't as bad as selling it on the street. What is that? Because the smugglers don't see the end user? You thick. It makes me angry. And then involving herself in chats where they're bullying and trolling individuals to self-harm and suicide. Do you want that person going out and protecting your kids? Do you want any of these muppets that are trolling? Yeah? And doing this to actual children? To be standing up for your children? You know, in that one statement, I've got enough evidence from that bloke, I've got the screenshot, that that was supplied. So, and it doesn't matter whether you took cash for it or not, because you still distributed it. Still distributed it. If you're distributing drugs, you sell. Well, you're distributing drugs. I'm not saying you're selling drugs. That would be something else. But even within the distribution, just say I was out in a club. Just imagine with a face like mine. I know it's a bit hard, but hey, we'll get there. Yeah, just you got to really imagine on it. Come on, guys, come on. Imagine. Right, I've got 5 ecstasy pills in my pocket. I down 2 of them. I meet me mate. You go, oh, I can't find any pills. Do you know where I can get any pills? And because you're easier, mate, just say, I mean, this is hypothetical, yeah? I go, oh, here you are, mate, here's a pill. Have I distributed drugs or not? The answer is yes, I would have done. Even although I've not taken any money for it. I mean, if the police actually sat down and took a good bloody look at what you've been doing to people for the last 3 years, Saville, right? And what all of you been doing, your ass is toast. They're gonna throw the book at you. So, with that being written and not being taken back, yeah, and even though you might deny it wildly, because that allegation's been made, guess what? The police have got to investigate it. And guess what I'm reporting this afternoon? Along with the other things. And that's the screenshot they're gonna see. Whether they do anything about it or not, do you know what? I don't know. Again, probably nothing, because they're incompetent wankers. Incompetent, slow, stupid bastards. CID, do you know what? I've got time for CID. Like I said last night, I reckon they get in a queue whilst, you know, I mean, I've been in that queue, right, ready for my uniform. And this was sort of like, you know, nearly 30 years ago. And you didn't really need to pose this question then, as you do now. Yeah? And it's like, are you thinking or non-thinking? It's like, oh, non-thinking, please. All right, here's your uniform. Thinking or non-thinking? Non-thinking. All right, mate, here's your uniform. Thinking or not thinking? Not thinking. Here's your uniform. And the fourth one goes up. Thinking or not thinking? Goes thinking. And the bloke looks at him and goes, huh? Then he calls the boss. He goes, hang on, mate. He goes, this one can think. He goes, well, what the fuck are you doing here then? Get out. And they kick him out of the police force. Or they send him to CID and come the end. So we'll keep an eye on that one. He's got a brain in his head. No, CID deal with the real shit. Not these fucking plastic wankers that turn up for nothing. So I've got a bit of respect for CID officers, because what they have to wade through sometimes is awful, you know? Don't think I hate all police, I just hate all uniform police, that's all. Right, so I might as well bloody clarify that right here at an instant. Calling that inspector stupid. So I'm surprised you passed your inspector's exam. You're that stupid because you won't talk to me like that. It's too late, mate. I already fucking have. Cunt. How do you know it's them? Well, I'm the only fucker that's doing the investigation at the moment. I do think I fucking know it's them. Twat! And he's got pips on his shoulder. I mean, fucking hell. God help us if they that type of morons in charge now. God help us all. And then come there, give me hello. Yeah? And they've lot called me a paedophile. Fuck off. And they posted it on a bloody fault. Yeah. Yeah, fine. Fine. I'm gunning for every single bastard one of you. I want the law to take care of you. I do. The law is going to take care of you if righteousness prevails. But knowing these three, these sick bastards who have been ignoring our complaints for years, I mean, over 20 CRN numbers still can't shift the bastards. And Machete still can't shift the bastards. They're putting my life in danger, potentially. Well, they don't know I can defend myself like a fucking lion. If I can. I will. They don't know that. So they've given them now a 4-day window to come down and attempt it. Yet they'll pull me in for calling the unspotted one Jimmy Savile. I'm going to continue calling her Jimmy Savile because there she is. Yeah, and it isn't because she's a paedophile, like I explained to the police. It's because she's become so unspotted, making out that she looks as if she's doing good, when in fact, she is one of the most evil women that I've ever had the displeasure of coming across, of encountering. The woman's sick. Probably got a bloody valley problem herself, Because how the fuck could you mistake a bone for a human bone? A bone. What was it? Maybe a buried dog? Some old pet that you accidentally dug up? Oh, we're going to get CSI out. I found a dead body in my garden. Wasting more police time through base stupidity. Now, I've seen one real skeleton in my life. Tamil Nadu. 2006. Tourist. All the flesh had been eaten away. They didn't know who he was, so that's his resting place. The skeleton was there 15 months after the event. Bleached clean. And intact. Amazingly. No, I didn't take a photo of it. Got some bloody respect. Like, oh yeah, come and take a look at this. Oh, what is it? And then You know, so I have got quite a good memory, believe it or not. You know, at school, you see, you know, there's always a skeleton in the biology room, isn't there? And you could perhaps measure out, oh, what's that then? That's how thick Cooper is. I reckon she's a drug-addled idiot. Really? I mean, it's funny, isn't it? You're on about slow release fucking morphine and all that. No, I'm not saying it's true and I'm not saying it isn't. But the allegation's been made, there's been no investigation taking place, and I might as well to show the police what's been said. And I think you ought to be questioned about it. Because if you've been distributing that and you're on a prescription, oh dear. It's still a controlled substance. And it's still illegal for its distribution. Whether money was exchanging hands or not. You started on the wrong motherfucker here, I'm telling you. You added the wrong one to the torture chamber here, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I will stand up to people abusing children. I will stand up for real children being abused in real time right now, and real people. Like that Mulhern was on to that Shaz Trussell last night, in her inbox all the fucking time. He also posted kids about, you know, that woman that I have gone off of rather rapidly for trying to make peace with them. They've even posted her grandkids now as well, which I find is despicable. That, you know, even although I think she's a turncoat, even although I think she's a traitor, nobody deserves that. Nobody. No kid deserves that. No kid deserves that whatsoever. But there they are defending it. She's defending Mulhern. He's getting involved in chats with Mulhern when he's on about raping children and shit like that. Joint enterprise, Cooper. Do you understand the concept of joint enterprise? Well, let me put it this way. Let me sort of like spell it out to you quite simply, because, you know, you are simple, so I might as well put it in simplistic terms. Just say another rhetorical situation that I go out with my friends one night, and unbeknownst to me, this person's carrying a knife. One of my friends. Just say that was what was going on. I won't go into the shop yet. Just say that was going on. I'm not buying beer either, alright, before you start. And then we got into an altercation and into a fight. Yeah? With a few other individuals. Alright? And my friend ended up stabbing one of them. And he died. What would I get charged with? Either attempted murder, manslaughter, or perhaps murder under the joint enterprise laws. So therefore, if you're engaging yourself in chat like that, and you're supporting all of these lot doing what they're doing, You are guilty through the medium of joint enterprise. Now with that, I'm going to go, because I'm going to go into the shop.